Hello everyone, I'm Lee from Vapor Clean Cleaning Services, and today we're going to talk about the best way for you to clean your oven using shop bought products. So we're going to compare 3 supermarket bought products that we hear about all the time. Obviously we do professional oven cleaning services and we quite often hear about different products that are used or people have used in the past. One in particular, no clues which one that would be, is the one that we quite often get told that they've used it, they've not been happy with the result afterwards, or it often dries up white as well and causes issues that way. What we're going to do though is we're going to test these products to see which one is the best one, which one, if any, we would advise. Obviously we do appreciate not everyone wants to have a professional clean done every time, so give you an idea of what the best way is to go. Do jump straight in though, please do like, subscribe, drop us a comment, let us know if there's anything else you want to see in the future and we'll be happy to help. It does obviously help us a lot along the way if you can share this content as much as possible. So thanks very much, let's go and have a look. Okay, so the 3 different products we have today is the spray sieve, which is oven and grill cleaner. Quite straightforward product. Believe it, or it says that it removes 100% of grease removal. We'll see about that. What I will say, grease removal. There's lots of different things that you've got in your oven, and as you will see in this oven in a second, grease turns into other things like carbon, and that's when you get the difficulties. So I think they're covering their backs on that one. The next product we have is the Mr. Muscle oven cleaner. Now we hear about this. I think my mum used to use this when I was a child, to be fair. It's probably changed a little bit since then. It reckons it needs absolutely no scrubbing required, but it also again says tough grease. So it's more of a routine cleaning product than a deep cleaning product in my eyes. Now, surprisingly, this is also the most expensive product, which did surprise me when that then gets compared to what I would probably say is the most common deep cleaner. And this is the difference with this one. It does say a deep cleaner. This is the Oven Pride product. The one thing I will say about this from my experience over the years, and I've been cleaning ovens for about 12 years, a lot of people do say that actually for cleaning the shelves with the bag, it's quite effective. Now, I'm not surprised at that because it's got some really, really nasty stuff in this box and in the bottle. It's very caustic, it's very harmful, as you can see by all the labels, warning labels that you've got on the side, and all the, cautions and the to-dos and not to-dos on the other side as well. So it is quite a lethal product. It will strip off, any of this on the actual oven, any of the paintwork. You can't use it on the hob or anything like that because it basically is an acid. But we'll give it a go in the oven and we'll see how we'll get on. What we're going to do today is we're going to split it up. We've got a double oven here. So we've got the main oven compartment at the bottom and the top oven / grill there. And we're going to use one of the trays that comes with the oven, just so we've got a reasonably even experiment to show the results. Because the bottom is the worst, we are going to use the Oven Pride because this is the one that does say it's a deep cleaner. So we're going to apply this to the bottom oven and see exactly how it works. Now, I've had a read through the actual product and the instructions on it. It's not too dissimilar. You'll see I've got gloves on today. I wouldn't be touching any of this without gloves on. I should have more than gloves. I should have my arms covered. I probably should have a mask and goggles and things like that as well. However, I am very experienced and I'm happy that I can be careful enough not to worry about that. So on the bottom here, what we would do is obviously we just undo the cap, and it does say basically to use roughly half of this on the bottom. I'm not going to quite use half of it because I'm not going to do all of the oven, but I'll pour some of that in the bottom. And then it says just to use a sponge, just to spread the solution around in the bottom of the oven, and you can hear obviously the build up on this oven as well. So you can see we've got quite a coating on that there. And now we will leave that The Oven Pride does say a dwell time of 4 hours or ideally overnight. We're not going to leave it overnight. I've got to be honest, I don't know anyone that's got enough time to leave it overnight and then clean it the next day. Obviously, that is the biggest impact of doing a clean oven clean yourself to having a professional oven clean done. It is a time factor. If you've got the time, then maybe it's worth considering, but most people don't have the time. Most people feel that their time is more valuable than doing the oven themselves. And there are obviously a lot of other things to consider as well, the results certainly being one of them. I can already feel the smell of that, and I'm actually asthmatic. And obviously I use quite a lot of chemicals or different solutions over the years. So I'm typically quite sensitive, and I know what's what. It's one of the reasons why at Vapor Clean, we try and stick as closely to environmentally friendly as possible, because it tends to be better for the people that are using it and the homes that you're in. I've normally got a dog here. I've put mine outside, whereas if we were doing an oven clean, I'd be quite happy for him to be in the house if we were using our own products. But I can already smell that. I can feel that on the back of my throat. So yeah, I knew it wasn't going to be the best, but I'm surprised I can feel that already. So we're going to close that door up and we will move on to the next oven. Okay, so on the top oven, we are going to use the Mr. Muscle. So we have to give Mr. Muscle a good shake. And then it's as simple as spraying it over the area. There we go. Again, you can certainly feel that hitting the back of your throat as you're spraying it. Yes, I know I should be wearing a mask. But it just goes to show how much fume is in that chemical as well. Like I say, when we're cleaning using the products that we clean with, it's absolutely fine. It's zero smell, zero fume at all, really. So again, we'll leave that and we'll come back to it in a second once it's had a chance to do its job. So this is the oven tray that we're going to use. It's not quite as bad as inside the ovens, but I would say these are, the oven is due a clean. It's certainly not in the condition that we would normally expect someone's oven to be in when they call us for a clean. Obviously, I have the advantage of being able to professionally clean my own oven or get one of the technicians in to clean the oven. So my oven is actually cleaned probably every 3 to 6 months, something along those lines, but it is due a clean. My wife's already moaning at me that it needs to be cleaned, so I need to get that organised. However, most people will wait at least a year. We get customers that have 3, 4, 5 years before they have their oven professionally cleaned. So this isn't in the condition it's in, but I would say it's certainly in the condition it needs a deep clean. So let's apply the SIF to this tray. See how we get on. So there we have it, a good thorough coating. Obviously I've put a lot in there. What I will say is this one doesn't smell anywhere near as bad as the other two. If anything, it's got a slightly citrus smell to it, but it's certainly nowhere near as chemically. Whether or not that means it's not going to be as effective, I don't know. As I say, according to the instructions, it's got the ingredients has still got very harsh chemicals in there. But what we're going to do now is we're going to leave all three for a few hours. The SIF does say leave for up to 30 minutes, so this isn't supposed to be quite that long. The Mr. Muscle is supposed to be a 20-minute wait, and the Oven Pride, as I say, is supposed to be at least 4 hours. So we're going to give them a bit of dwell time, or the relevant dwell time for each product, and we'll come back and give them a clean in a bit and let you know how it gets on. Okay, so we've waited a while, we've given all the products their dwell time, and now we're going to have a look and we're going to clean each one individually. So there is some movement. I'm going to use a stainless steel scourer to scour it off, give it the best chance it can. And there you have it. So as you can see, it has removed some of the lighter grease, as you would expect, but all of this around here and here, all of this is where it's starting to turn into carbon. That's when you want a deep cleaning solution that will actually remove that. It's not happening with Cif. It's a thumbs down from me when it comes to the Cif.
Remember to thumbs up the video. But don't thumbs down the video.
So this top oven was the one that we applied the Mr. Muscle on. Now the Mr. Muscle says no need to scrub. I don't believe that for a second, but if I just move it around, you can see there is some movement in there, but I can still feel quite a lot on the surfaces. Remember, if you do clean it at home, you should wear long sleeves and be very careful when you're reaching into the oven of this, whatever solution you're using. So we've given it a scrub, now we'll give it a wipe out and we'll see what it's like. And there we have it. So, in all fairness, it's not done bad, but the same again as with the Cif. For one, we have had to scrub despite what it says on the can, but there are some areas where there are still some limescale visible, carbon visible, and it's sort of dotted all around. So I suppose it depends on how often you want to clean your oven. If you were cleaning your oven very regularly, it may work okay, but in this instance where it's got to work with that stubborn carbon build-up, it's just not cutting the mustard. But I'd say it's definitely a level up from the Cif. And last but not least, the one that says it's a deep cleaner. Uses that on the box itself. It's the Oven Pride. It's had its dwell time, plenty of time to rest and do its job, and let's give it a clean. Now I must say, the minute you open this door, you can smell that it is breaking something down. It's still got quite a chemically smell, but it's also got quite a wet carbon smell, if that makes sense. It's a smell that I know quite well from being in commercial kitchens and things like that as well. So we'll give it a scrub and see how we get on. So there we have it. And being truthful, it's a better job than I was expecting. It has got, there's a few areas where there's a couple of bits, a few areas that we covered, because obviously we didn't cover all of the inside of the oven, but there are a few areas that we covered which have got a couple of spots of carbon, but it really hasn't done that bad a job, I must say, for the cost of it as well. It's not been bad. The way up for me, if you're looking to do it yourself, is exactly that. Do you want to do it yourself? Do you want to invest the time? And do you want to have that type of product in your home? It is very, I mean, even now I can still smell the chemical, whereas obviously a professional clean, not that I'm trying to push professional clean, it's not the point of this video, but a professional clean should be done with a completely odourless product. But for the sake of £4, £5 for a box of Oven Pride, if you want to do it yourself to keep on top of your oven, I'd say that's got to be the winner. Be careful with it. Do bear in mind what you can use it, where you can use it, how you can use it. Make sure you follow the instructions. But if you want to clean your oven yourself, Oven Pride's probably the best way to go. So thank you very much for watching. We hope that was helpful for you. Obviously, we're not wanting to encourage you to go and clean your own ovens, but it's there if you want to, and we're always honest and open and trying to help where we can. Now, please do help us out in reverse. If you don't mind, it would be much appreciated if you could drop us a comment. Leave us a comment and let us know what you want to see in the future. We'll be happy to try and film something that can help you down the line. But if you can also share this with anyone that you feel might benefit, that would be much appreciated. And we hope to see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.